Fox 47 Neighborhood Games of the Week. Thank you so much for joining us. It's week 12 of the high school football season, and regional championships were up for grabs. East Lansing started off 0-2, but since then, the Trojans have been one of the hottest teams in the state. In Division II, they were taking on Byron Center. It was an absolute clash. Bill Farraco's team was fired up to start, but the Bulldogs went right down the field. Landon Tungate from 1 yard out, he punches it in. Bulldogs would go up 6-0 after a missed extra point. Ben Fletcher, the quarterback, finds Charlie Baker in the flat, and he just refused to go down. Shaking off tacklers and diving over the pylon, Trojans would go up 7-6. It's Tungate again. It was a back and forth first half. Byron Center had the lead at the break, but second half, Jace Clarizio, man, he was good, and what second half adjustments from this team. Around the outside, 60 yards, he would be pushed out inside the 5 right there. But a few plays later, the junior running back finds Pater. After picking up an offer from Michigan State, he plows his way in for 6, 14-13. East Lansing's offense was just getting going. Baker with his second TD of the day. East Lansing had some turnovers early, but the defense forcing one of its own. This was big. Romeo Washington picks up the loose ball on the ground, and East Lansing back in business. Owen Fortman, the junior wide receiver, sneaking right inside the goal line for 6. East Lansing up 2 scores at this point. And this was the play of the game. The junior wide receiver, Andrew Waters, gets past 1 tackle, and the stadium electric. 88 yards to the house. Clarizio would finish off the night, a 51-yard TD run. East Lansing wins its first regional title since 2007, 42-20.
As serendipity would have it, I mean, number 3 came in battling for the quarterback spot, moved the wide receiver for us, and really I thought he was going to throw it to the other side, but what a play Andrew made. I mean, that's a memory that will never be forgotten, and the circumstances involved, it's pretty cool. It's pretty doggone cool, so we're happy for them and happy for the kids.
What a win for East Lansing. They will play next Saturday against Muskegon or Saginaw Heritage. Switching to Division IV, Hazlet was traveling to the east side of the state, taking on the Martians. We know how good the running back combo between, this is actually the video you just saw, between East Lansing and Byron Center. We'll work on getting you that video between Hazlet and Goodrich. As for Jackson Lumen Christi down in Division 7, they were looking to capture a regional title as well. Colin Jankowski down in Jackson tonight.
A chilly night here in Jackson as Lumen Christi played host to Clinton. The Titans looking to move one step closer to a second straight state title, while Clinton looks to extend their winning streak to 11. Let's take a look back at the highlights. Titans won the toss and deferred, so it was the Red Wolves offense up first. The Titans holding them to an early 4th down, and they run the ball, but they get stopped behind the line. Titans defense setting the tone early. Red Wolves would get their own stop, putting them back on offense. They march it right down the field, about a football length from the goal line. Bryce Randolph takes the handoff, and he punches it in for the score. Red Wolves strike first. They'd go for 2 and get it to go up 8-0. The very next play from scrimmage, though, Kadale Williams takes the handoff, bounces it outside, makes a couple people miss, and he's going to take it all the way in for the score. Titans would tack on the extra point to make it 8-7 Red Wolves. Second half, it's the same score. The Titans looking to take the lead. Crowley flips it to King, and he's going to bounce it outside, and he's going to punch it in for the score. The Titans would kick the extra point to make it 14-8, and both teams would add 1 extra score, but the Titans would pick up the win 21-14.
I'm kind of at a loss for words, but we made plays when we had to. We answered physically in the second half. When we got pushed around a little bit early in the ball game, and we came back and settled down, and I thought played a great second half of football. Regardless of how many times you've been there, whatever, this is these kids' first time, and you just love to see them get the opportunities to accomplish something, and they did a great job tonight.
Herb Brogan even cracked a smile there. Down in D4, Portland was traveling to Niles. You see it there. They get on the board early. Evan Gross with the TD. Then in the fourth quarter, it's 7-7. Caden Thalen rushes it in, 51 yards to the score. Portland would go up 14-7. We know this one was going to be low scoring. Fooling everybody. Navora, Pater, touchdown, 21-7. What a game. Portland goes on to win 21-14. They win another regional crown. Hey, we got to take our first time out here on our Fox 47 Neighborhood Games of the Week, but when we come back, we'll have a lot more action. Michigan State women's soccer in action, plus Mason and Walled Lake Western went into overtime. We'll have all the highlights on the other side of this break.
Current temperature and time, sponsored by Cure Auto Insurance.
Penny, the
Welcome back to our Fox 47 Neighborhood Games of the Week. Thanks so much for joining us. Week 12 of the high school football season, regional finals. Before we get back into some more football action, you got to take a moment. Michigan State women's soccer is in the NCAA tournament for the second straight year. The Spartans were hosting Dayton at home tonight. Early on, Bella Najera, PK, bar down in. Her 8th goal of the season, MSU takes an early 1-0 lead. 26th minute now, Spartans looking for more. Crowd was into it all night long. This one off the post, and what a save by the Ohio keeper. But a few minutes later, ball out in front, Justina Gaynor, the one-timer, right foot, back of the net. Her 5th of the year. Spartans take a 2-0 commanding lead. They would go on to win 3-0 for the second straight year. The Spartans will be playing in the second round of the NCAA tournament. As for Michigan State hockey tonight, the Spartans lost in a shootout to Penn State. 3-3 is the final. MSU will get 1 point. Penn State will get 2 because Penn State won in the shootout. Michigan State and Penn State will play tomorrow as well to round out this series. A few quick notes. Mason won in overtime against Walled Lake Western. Hazlitt season comes to a close tonight at Goodrich. They lose 24-17. As for other teams that are playing tomorrow, we got 3 games on the schedule. Parma Western hosts Zeeland West in Division 3. Ovid Elsie goes to Constantine down on the southern edge of Michigan. Those 2 big games plus Pewamo Westphalia in D6. They traveled to North Muskegon. That is a rematch from week 1 rather. Northern Muskegon beat PW, but the Pirates haven't lost a game yet. Another team that could be making a run to Ford Field. As we wrap up here on our Fox 47 Neighborhood Games of the Week, we always take a look back at our play and team of the night. It happened at East Lansing. It was the play that changed this game. Andrew Waters, 88 yards. 3rd down, Bill Ferracco trusting his cornerback and trusting his junior wide receiver to make that play. Waters lost out in the QB battle early on in the year. Comes up to make one of the biggest plays of the night, and our team of the night, East Lansing as well. First regional crown since 2007. Congrats to the Trojans.